Hey Capricorn, welcome to your December 2022 love and romance reading. Happy birthday to all of the Capricorns kicking off Capricorn season in late December. Those of you who are the early Capricorns, happy birthday to you if you have a December birthday. We're going to kick in here we're going to check in here and see what's happening for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You might stumble upon this video months from now, years from now. You're going to see it whenever you're meant to see it. Keep in mind it is a general reading. Not every single message is going to resonate, but take what does and leave what doesn't. And without further ado, my dears and my darlings, we're going to see what is coming up here for all of our Capricorn friends in love and romance for December. First card coming up is the King of Pentacles. This can be you in your beautiful earth sign energy. You could be dealing with a fellow earth sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, which could be a fellow Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. Now, King of Pentacles could also indicate that some of you may be meeting somebody through your work. It could also be meeting somebody that is like of successful stature, right? Somebody who's successful in their life, somebody who's financially stable. This could be something that maybe you're manifesting. Maybe you're breaking out of a cycle of being in relationships with people who are struggling financially, or maybe you feel like you've had a cycle of people that are looking to you to benefit from you financially. Maybe they're looking at you as like a meal ticket or a free ride. And maybe you've experienced this in the past, and now you may be coming into the energy of where this is someone that is coming in with their own money, their own resources, their own finances. They don't need you financially. And so this could be one of the things that you're manifesting or wanting or calling in. King of Pentacles is the Midas touch. Works of our hands are blessed. So there could be a lot happening here in terms of feeling like you're having successful love life or successful interactions. I feel here also a lot of energy in terms of home. So there could be something like you're like, I could see myself sharing a space with this person. I could see myself having a life with this person. Maybe before you had relationships where there was a connection, but it didn't quite mesh, or you didn't really feel at home with this person. I feel a sense of home. I feel also here a sense of like security, stability, somebody practical, somebody down to earth. These may be things you've been longing for. In an existing relationship, the relationship may be strengthened and find yourselves growing closer together through time spent, working on making the home environment more enjoyable or more pleasant, or just doing like things like homey kind of things together. The next card coming up for the Capricorn collective is the Ten of Pentacles. Stability, security, legacy that we're able to leave behind for future generations. This is really stable energy, right? And some of you have heard me talk about the Ten of Pentacles in terms of manifesting. Sometimes this is like a manifestation card. The things you're dreaming about, wishing about, you're actually seeing them take shape. You're seeing them come into fruition and take physical form and come into your physical reality. So you may be manifesting a very specific type of relationship or a very specific type of person. Now, some of you have heard me talk about the Ten of Pentacles in terms of like a happy home, holidays together, special occasions together, a sense of family. So this wouldn't only be a relationship, but like a sense of family, a sense of community, a sense of like togetherness. And some of you have heard me talk about this in terms of finances, of like breaking out of the feast or famine energy. Like Ten of Pentacles, when it comes up around money, we may be breaking out of this cycle of when money's really good, it's really good, and when it's bad, it's really bad, never an in between. So like this stable, consistent financial security or stability. But this is also about energy, right? It's not just about money. Pentacles are not only about money, they're about energy. So in a love reading, this is giving me the sense or the feeling that you're going to have here the relationship is consistent, right? Maybe some of you Capricorns have had relationships where the relationship is a constant roller coaster. When things are really good, they're really good. And when they're really bad, they're really bad in terms of the relationship itself. And Ten of Pentacles is telling us consistency here. Stable, consistent security, like being in stable, consistent energy. No more roller coaster cycles in your relationships. I feel there might also be something here with some of you doing something around like licenses, permits. You may be meeting somebody as you're working on licenses or permits for a business or something like on a home. Some of you may be going and looking into licenses and permits and expanding upon your home or creating or building home together. There could be something here about wanting to purchase land and to build on that land. And so there could be like going together and figuring out like, get like, what do we need to make this happen? What are the requirements? What are we going to be allowed to do in terms of building? I don't know why, but I feel a sense of like physical building. There could be talk for some of you in terms of practicality and marriage. Some of you may be deciding that I don't want a big hoopla. I don't want a big wedding, right? So some of you may be talking about going and doing some kind of elopement or going to the courthouse and getting married at the courthouse. I feel here something in terms of practicality or practical matters. If you are in a situation where like you're estranged from your spouse, you may be feeling very moved and very guided to finalize those things. Like, let me go make sure I get the divorce filed. Let me finish this up. Or, oh, I got divorced years ago. Let me go get a certified copy of my divorce judgment. You might be lining things up in terms of paperwork uh, as you're energetically creating space for somebody new to come in. The next card that's coming up for the Capricorn collective is the Ten of Cups. And this is happiness and satisfaction in every aspect and in every area of your life. It's the happily ever after card. It's the inner peace card. It's the card that we oftentimes associate with marriage and babies. Some of you may very well be manifesting marriage and babies. Now, some of you are well past that stage and that phase in your life. Maybe you don't want marriage and babies, or you already did that and now it's time for a new phase. So even if your happily ever after isn't marriage and babies, it may be another dynamic, or maybe it's marriage without the babies. Ten of Cups is telling us that whatever your happily ever after is, that's where you're headed. That's what you're manifesting. That's what you're calling in at this time, is happiness, fulfillment in every aspect, in every area of your life, and this inner peace and this satisfaction. Specifically, a happy home. Capricorn, I feel some of you maybe are, uh, you know, uh, a little bit, I don't want to say skeptical, but concerned about love life or relationship because you feel like in the past when you've tried to make a home with someone, it didn't feel like a home, or you felt like you couldn't be comfortable in your home. It felt like a guest that you were just like waiting for this guest to leave so you could get comfortable. Right? Like I wish this guest would leave so I could get relaxed here. Uh, so I could be myself. Like maybe you felt like you couldn't be yourself in that home or in that shared space, whether you were living with them or they were living with you, or you were staying at their place or they were staying at your place. You may have this concern or this worry like, I want a relationship, I want a life with somebody, but I don't know, maybe I'm just not built to live with a person. Maybe it's just not for me, but then I get lonely and I don't want to live alone. And you might be like kind of like struggling with that. I feel there's something here where with this person you're finding that you feel at home. It doesn't feel weird. It doesn't feel awkward. It doesn't feel like you're waiting to go home or you're waiting for a guest to leave so you can feel at home. There's a sense of feeling at home with this person. A sense of feeling at home with this person. Now, I do feel that you're going to be around children. It may not be your kids, and it may not even be step kids, but I feel there's a sense of like being around kids. So, maybe this person has nieces and nephews that are going to be around or over a lot. Maybe this person has grandchildren that are going to be around or over a lot. Or maybe you have grandchildren or nieces or nephews, and you're going to be spending time with them. Now, I feel that this is not coincidental by any means. Children have a way of opening up the heart chakra, so I feel like this is going to be a part of the process of your heart chakras opening up and coming closer together, and like kind of just allowing love to flow in the relationship, allowing love to flow through the home. I do feel a sense here of like kids being around. Some of you may be doing something this is a very interesting message, and for those of you that this happens, I would love to hear the story. I feel some of you may be on this quest to adopt, and you may have decided, you know what, like I waited and it just didn't fall into place for me in that way, and there's just a lot of kids out there who need a home, and heck, I'm just gonna go and adopt, even if it means that I'm gonna be a single parent raising this child. I feel some of you in the process of adoption are going to meet a significant soulmate, someone that you're going to make a life with, right? Whether you choose to get married or choose to live together, or have a companion type relationship, however you choose to do it. But I feel like some of you in this journey of adoption, you may be stepping out to adopt as a single person, and you're meeting the love of your life in the process, almost like this child has brought the two of you together. So I'm really curious about that. That's a very interesting message, and it sounds like a great story. You should like write a book, a romance novel or something around it. um but I do feel here's something around this process for some of you, bringing in a significant relationship. The next card coming up here for the Capricorn collective is the Two of Swords. Now, the Two of Swords can be where we might not be on the same page about a situation, where we don't agree. But the Two of Swords can also be fear of taking action, fear of moving forward. And sometimes when I'm reading the energy, I get ahead of the cards. And that's what I feel like happened here with this reading and with this card. Because I was saying some of you Capricorns are worried, like, I'm not going to be able to make a home with somebody, or I'm not going to be able to feel comfortable with someone. There's a fear. There's a fear of feeling like like a stranger in your own home. And so I feel like this is fear that is going to be released. I also feel that in the next couple of full moon cycles, you're going to have really strong releases, specifically around fear. Fear and like second guessing yourself, doubting yourself, insecurities, things that have kind of made it difficult to really have emotional intimacy with someone. And for some of you, this is why it's felt weird or awkward to share space or to live with someone. It's that insecurity, like you can't let yourself be yourself. You can't let yourself be in your bummy clothes. You can't let yourself like get comfortable, because there's this concern of how this other person is going to see you. And so a lot of these things are going to be the things that you're releasing, so you can have this solid connection. With the Two of Swords, I feel a releasing of fear. Fear, not trusting yourself to make the right decisions, not trusting yourself to be worthy in a relationship or connection. Those fears and those insecurities are being released. The next card that's coming up here for you all, very positive card, is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is commitment, security, loyalty, consistency, longevity, long-term connection, long-term relationship. The thing that I really, really, really love here about these cards is, with the exception of the Two of Swords, which I feel is a hurdle you're getting over, so in that sense it's still positive. But with the exception of the Two of Swords, your cards here are earth and water. And so you have the grounded, balanced energy. Grounded, balanced, stable energy. And then you have the Ten of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment and contentment. So I feel that this is a relationship that's stable, that's secure, that's definitely long-term, lifelong, but where there's also emotion and feeling and love. It's practical, but there's also emotional intimacy and connection here. And the Ten of Cups is telling us that you're also going to be satisfied in the physical connection and in the bedroom, because Ten of Cups is happiness and fulfillment in every area of your life, in every aspect of your life, in every aspect of the relationship. And so maybe in the past you had one or you didn't have the other. Maybe you had the passion and the attraction, but you didn't have the emotion. Or maybe you had the emotion, but you didn't have the attraction. And all of these pentacle cards are giving me a feeling, in a sense, that previous relationships have been a bit of a roller coaster. Or maybe even an existing relationship has been a bit of a roller coaster. But now it's coming into stability, security, calm energy, no drama, no chaos. Maybe in the past, relationships had moved forward because of some kind of catastrophe or some kind of issue. Oh, well, my lease is running out. Oh, well, something dangerous happened at your place. Okay, well, I guess we'll just end up getting a place together. Like, I guess the timing is making it happen to move along or to move forward. Or, oh, well, I'm gonna have to relocate for work, and we don't want to break up, so I guess we'll move to the next stage. And you may have had like all kinds of things like this happen, where relationships kind of escalated sooner than you had hoped, or sooner than you felt ready, and you thought, oh, well, maybe it's a sign for me to go for it. I feel here with these pentacles, the relationship is progressing on your on your timeline, in a way that you're comfortable, in a way that you feel ready. Like the relationship is progressing naturally, as opposed to, oh my goodness, we have some kind of problem and this is going to be the solution to the problem, or we're going to hurry up and move along because things are happening and I guess the universe is moving us along. But rather, like, it's happening organically. It's happening organically, and it's happening in a way that you're comfortable with the flow and the speed of the relationship. So very stable, very consistent, very long-term, very loving energy. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos, your Venus sign. Some months those might resonate more than your sun sign. There is a link in the description that will take you to the other videos, so it'll be easier to find. There's also a link in the description that will take you to the scheduling page. If you'd like to schedule a private reading with me, it will take you to calendly.com/amethystangelite. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous December. I hope you'll check out the weekly forecasts. If not, come back and check out the January love readings. Take care and be well, my darlings.